Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for attending tonight. Our regular board meeting, I'd like to call to order. 6 p.m., 6:02, is it? 6:02 p.m., June 16th, 2026. Roll call, please.
Trustee Abbott,
Here.
Trustee Frost,
Present.
Trustee Garcia,
Here.
Trustee Gupta,
Yep.
Trustee Malone,
Here.
Trustee Maniscalco,
Here.
President Skillman.
Here, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first of all, we call the meeting for our public hearing to order, please.
We'll need to just establish roll call.
Roll call again, please.
Trustee Frost,
Present.
Trustee Garcia,
Here.
Trustee Gupta,
Here.
Trustee Malone,
Here.
Trustee Maniscalco,
Here.
Trustee Abbott,
Here.
President Skillman.
Here, thank you.
And President Skillman, Board of Trustees, this is the public hearing segment specifically pertaining to the annexation agreement for the Fox Valley Evangelical Free Church. Director Dabrowski at this point is going to just give a brief presentation of it. I believe most of the board's pretty familiar with it, but anybody in the public as well. If there's any questions, we can certainly take those. There will be 4 items ultimately we're asking the board to take action on during the regular board meeting agenda after the hearing is completed. So Matt's going to also just give us a quick summary of the situation now and then as well. If there's anything further we can answer, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manager Stewart. Good evening, Mayor and the board. Just want to give you a brief overview. We've been working pretty extensively with Fox Valley Church. They are proposing, or requesting, I should say, annexation into the village. As part of the annexation process, we have engaged with them into a annexation agreement. That annexation agreement has 4 key points to it. The first point deals with zoning and land use. Whenever a property is annexed into the municipality, it automatically obtains a default zoning of R1 residential. Fox Valley Church is not proposing any changes to that zoning as churches and religious institutions are a permitted use within that underlying zoning district. In addition to that, and as part of the annexation agreement, they are going to be seeking village board approval of a plan unit development and a plat of subdivision, which will be separate items that will be up for your consideration, as Manager Stewart had indicated. The second point is utility connection. Right now, Fox Valley Church has their own private well and septic system. As part of the annexation, they would abandon those private systems, remove it so that they can then connect into the village's water and sanitary sewer system. And that would allow them to then implement their long-term and immediate term phasing plans for building expansion and parking lot expansion. The third point is a public access easement. This has been a issue that we've worked very closely with the church on. This is a matter that the board has directed and guided village staff to work closely with Fox Valley Church on. And as part of the annexation agreement, Fox Valley Church has agreed to provide the village with a permanent access easement as well as temporary construction easements. This would allow for the future construction of a roadway that would connect Huntley Road to the Menard Shopping Center to the south. As part of that process, Fox Valley Church would also expand their retention basin to accommodate the stormwater volume generated by any future roadway construction within that easement, as well as extend underground sewer conveyance lines that would allow us to tie into their storm sewer so that the stormwater can then be transmitted to the retention pond. The village in turn would incur the costs associated with the design and construction of the future roadway. And then lastly, the village will ensure that we continue to work with Fox Valley Church and with the property owner to the south on long-term maintenance of that roadway. That's going to be a matter that we'll have to work on prior to the final construction of the roadway via a separate easement agreement. The last part is a fee forbearance and waiver. The village has agreed to conditionally forbear our connection fees, our building permit fees that would normally be associated with the construction of the future improvements that Fox Valley Church is proposing. All these fees, with the exception of any third-party legal fees that the village might have to incur, up to a cap of $20,000. The forbearance would extend up until the roadway is constructed, which we're expecting sometime in 2027. At that time, the fee would then be waived. The one thing about the fee that is important to know is that the amount is roughly about $68,000, but that also includes a $10,000 escrow deposit. That deposit would then go to the third-party costs. So the fee would have to be paid if for whatever reason we're delayed. But also keep in mind that the Fox Valley Church is ready to move forward. They do have a building permit that was submitted to the village. We've reviewed it, and we're in a position to issue that permit. I would also like to note that the value of this forbearance fee is offset by the fact that the land value that the church is willing to convey in the form of an easement is equivalent to that amount. In addition, the church will be incurring costs associated with expanding their detention pond to accommodate our volume. And the church has agreed to incur costs associated with perpetual maintenance of that detention basin and the stormwater system that we would ultimately connect them to. So those are the four key aspects to the agreement, and certainly I'm here for any questions that you might have.
Questions?
Thank you.
Nope.
Thank you, Matt.
Okay, thank you.
If, yeah, just
Recognize.
public comment, I believe somebody, Mr. Kowalski, you want to speak, I believe, under the regular board meeting, not under
Not
this
the
matter?
public, yeah. Hearing
Okay.
this.
Yeah, very good. So I don't believe there was any other sign for public comment.
Anybody in the crowd on the public hearing? No? Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm looking for a motion to close the public hearing.
A motion to close public hearing. A second.
Motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Gupta. Roll call, please.
Trustee Abbott?
Yes.
Trustee Frost?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Gupta?
Yes.
Trustee Malone?
Yes.
Trustee Maniscalco? Yes. President Skillman?
Yes, thank you. Public hearing is closed. Okay, moving on to proclamations. Tonight, we'd like to recognize our senator and our state representative, Senator Christina Castro and Representative Suzanne Ness. We've been working with these wonderful ladies for many, many years, and they do such great work for us in Carpentersville, and that's why we wanted to recognize them tonight. So Senator Castro, during the spring legislation session, Senator Castro procured state funding in the amount of $500,000 for us for the village of Carpentersville. This funding is directed to assist our stormwater project at Sioux Avenue and T Lane, both of which are undergoing design engineering this year, and we should be completing in 2027. So thank you so much. It's huge. We've been working on these problems for many, many, many years. People on Sioux Avenue, I don't know if anybody lives here on Sioux Avenue, but if you go there after it rains, like tomorrow when it rains, we're going to get a lot of rain tomorrow, and it can't handle it up there in that area. And what happens is the water goes up off the street into their front yards, all the way up to their front windows. I mean, it's not deep, but it's bad. And we did, when Long Meadow, we thought maybe that would take care of a lot of that. When Long Meadow happened, the bridge and the new road, and it took away a little bit, but there's still a lot more work to do there. So, so this is very exciting for the people over there, and for our village. So, and finally to get everybody out of their flooding. I mean, we had Wakefield when we all started on the board here. We had, so many different areas in town. Director Graysman, he's an engineer, civil engineer, so it's his thing. He likes solving those things. So and making sure we get people out of floodplains like we did at Carpenter Park area. Just so many things you wouldn't think about if you're not an engineer, I guess. But we've done a great job, the board. Thank you guys. And thank you, Senator Castro. Representative Ness, during this year's legislative sessions, Representative Ness procured state funding in amount of $250,000 towards the Riverfront Park project, which we're working on naming, just so you know. You might have to name it after you two ladies. Also, during last year's legislative session, Representative Ness procured additional $400,000 for our Fox River utility interconnect. So we all know what that is, right? When we took the dam out, not us, but when, the state.
Yeah.
So when they took the dam out, we found out we had pipes that were open to the air. Then the water level got so low that the pipes, you could see them. So we had to do some emergency work on that. A couple times we had to do that. So that money will be going directly to that, of course. Thank you. We have earmarked much of that funding for the completion of design engineering, which, you have to go through all the engineering phases. You ladies understand that, and some people don't. They're like, why don't you just fix the road? Well, it has to go through design 1, design 2, and design 3, we found out, is construction, right? You guys that are construction guys understand that. But at first, it's a learning experience for us. So we are looking to advance the construction on that project to begin this year, if possible. Hopefully, we get it going this year and be completed by spring of 2027. So all these projects are planned capital projects. The funding provided through the state by Senator Castro and Representative Ness efforts allow us to only advance to these projects to complete, but also enable us to consider advancing other projects in our village. We would also be remiss if not to recognize both our local legislators for previously obtaining state funding for other important village projects, such as Lake Marion Road resurfacing project. Everybody knows where Lake Marion Road, and funding for our wastewater treatment plant for our backup generator. So we've been working on that for many years too. Actually, our sewer plant just won a state award.
Did
for what, number 1?
best in the state.
Best in the state. So, thank you guys. You were part of that too. So with that being said, we'd like you ladies to come up and we'd like to give you a little something.
A little something,
A little something.
Little something.
Sorry, I just got out of a fire in Lake in the Hill, so I'm a mess.
That's all right.
I smell like fire. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, let me have Senator Castro. See if we can get out of here then. The certificate of proudly represented Senator Castro in recognition of the support of the village of Carpentersville and your commitment to improving our communities. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Beth.
So yes, thank you. I'll take any of my shoes. So what happens a lot of times, we'll talk when they're in session downstate. We'll be talking to their people.
Yeah.
Because they're inside, right, with the governor and all that working, right? And hopefully, and we're communicating, right? We're communicating with our staff, with your staff, and that's how stuff gets. That's how things happen, across the state, every day, everywhere. That's just how it works. So we're working closely with our reps as we do. We get stuff done, and they help us. It's awesome. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, obviously, Representative Ness and I work very well together on a lot of different things, even though she butts up to me as far as district wise. I cover most of Carpentersville, she covers other half of Carpentersville all the way to the left. So I think one of the things that I want to say is we would not be anything without our great staff, just like the village has great staff as well. If we can't get an answer from the trustees or from the president, we usually just have somebody call staff, call the village manager. But at the end of the day is, we are fortunate that we've had budgets where we've been able to clear funding for not only the village of Carpentersville, but the other villages, other municipalities, local government entities that are district. And so where we can, we will continue to do so. This is a part of a lot of the capital money that we passed in 2019. There's still some funding there, so we were able to secure some of the funds. So happy to continue to support and be a partner with the village of Carpentersville, and thank you to all the trustees who serve. As I serve in the county board, it does not remiss loss to me that it is not always easy to be a trustee. You hear about everything. When I was in the county board, we always heard from our locals on the different things that are impacting them. So thank you for what you do. And look forward to continuing to be a great partner with you all. Thank you.
A big old, you that he was the Hinsdale superintendent,
Yeah,
and it talked about cell phones, so if you guys don't understand what's gonna happen, I don't know when it's gonna happen.
I don't know, we're waiting for when the governor, that's his.
So it's interesting, so I think Hinsdale's already doing it, but,
U-46 too.
so if your child brings a cell phone to school, they actually put it in a pouch.
Good.
So it's kind of interesting, I'm like, well, all right, that's not a bad idea, but some other schools have different ideas.
And I think one of the things on that particular bill was an initiative that actually I was working on, the governor, and we ended up working together. You get better, focus with students. You know, I know some folks, students don't like it, some parents don't like it, you know, what I need to get a hold of them. There are some carve-outs for like purchasing.
At lunch, you get them at lunchtime
Yeah.
and stuff.
For seniors, they can get them for passing period and
Okay,
lunchtime.
okay.
But from, I think, kindergarten through 8 for middle school, they have to put them away, what we call belt no. So that way they can focus all their attention on their studies.
Yeah.
What you will appreciate as a first responder, one of the biggest things that we heard from a lot of research was that first responders prefer that they don't have their in crisis. Because you not only jam line, then you end up with a bunch of parents racing, so instead of trying to figure out what an issue is, you're trying to deal with 2 fronts. So, and then you also want the students to be focused on what they have been taught, focus on yeah, and I look forward to letting the governor decide when he's gonna sign them, and I'm sure you're really excited. So, because that was.
Yeah, you had it on the ground, big call, someone they call, what do you call that, robot call?
The robocall?
Oh, it was- Up in Cleveland, I didn't go near the school, I stayed out of the road, to try to help our police officers firemen, keep people back to the parents. I couldn't see if it was real. They're fine, people tell me, I'm in the school board, I'm like, you have an ID? If you don't, you can't get it in the fire, right, outside. If you go to the other residents and it's crazy because, it's your kids, it's your life, right? But anyways, thank you for everything, and let me. You there. You guys did a great job for us, thank you. Every good part of the representatives, we name this, the recognition supported for the Carpentersville. Same great.
Appreciate that. These are the supports. Yes.
Yeah, come down here. Oh, you need that from bad. That's all that. Ready for the front.
Okay.
Okay. We could share it here.
We
Which
should.
way? Yeah, I'm coming that way, if not, we can.
If you're over there, I can share.
Like toward you like that? Oh, no, can you put the glare to? Sorry. If not on the phone, yes. If Monty can do it. Okay, and we can send them to you. Thank you. Turn the glare to the forward to the glare with the flat. Right.
All right,
Thank you, guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
We're gonna take a couple minutes break, guys.
Yeah.
You good? That's the other thing, yeah.
All right.
So much. Thank you. Okay.
I know. Oh, go fishing.
President Skillman, I'd just like to say one thing. Senator Castro and I go back quite a long time, way back in, I don't know, the county days. Yes. And I just want to say thanks for everything that you've done for us, for the village. It's been fantastic. Yeah, just really happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You don't have to. Yeah.
$1 million. I'll say. I'll vote for them against them. Yes. I had to ask Suzanne if she found.
Out here again, all right?
Yeah.
All right, Karen, you ready? Good. Okay. Next item on the agenda will be public comment. Meeting to order again?
Karen, do you have the list? Okay.
Podium.
Mr. Gould.
Ready when you
It's whenever you're ready.
You got it. Good evening, President and members of the board. My name is Mark Milwaukee, and I've been a dispatcher for 12 years. Recently, I was given a nomination by both the Carpentersville Police Department and the Fire Department for Dispatcher of the Year. I say that not to brag, but to show my efficiency within the agency. Of my 12 years, I spent 7 at CCOM prior to my transition to Quadcom. Standing behind me is a Quadcom dispatcher, and we all have different years of experience. But all of them share the same commitment, professionalism, and passion that this career demands. Public safety communications is not simply a job. It is a responsibility that requires calm under pressure, dedication to service, and trust between dispatchers, first responders, and the residents in which we serve. Since 1979, Carpentersville, East Dundee, West Dundee, and Sleepy Hollow have been founding members of the Quadcom jurisdiction. That history matters. It represents decades of partnership, cooperation, and investment in a center built specifically around our needs and our community. I understand staffing concerns has been part of the decision for Carpentersville to potentially leave our agency. Like many communication centers across the country, Quadcom experienced a staffing shortage. What is important to recognize is that we addressed those challenges successfully. By 2025, Quadcom has returned to full shift staffing and has maintained that through today. That recovery happened because the people at Quadcom remained committed to this agency and to the communities we serve, and we adapted, we trained, and we continued to provide professional service during some of the most demanding circumstances imaginable. Quadcom personnel are experienced in handling high-risk incidents involving officer safety, multiple college reference weapons, in addition to multiple high-risk events at once, including officer-involved shootings and the potential school shooting. Our dispatchers are battle-tested. They have proven they will remain calm, composed, and effective during situations where communication directly impacts the safety of responders and residents alike. Now, one of Quadcom's greatest strengths is a relationship between our fire departments. The agencies operate in tandem and respond interchangeably across jurisdictional lines, and that level of cooperation is rare. And it works because resources can be deployed quickly wherever they are needed most. Operationally, Quadcom supports this system by maintaining unified communication channels that allow police and fire agencies to coordinate effectively during rapidly evolving incidents. Transitioning to a different communications center that operates differently could introduce delays and communication inefficiencies that residents may ultimately feel during this emergency. Under our current system, if one agency becomes overwhelmed with calls, Quadcom dispatchers can immediately send the closest available apparatus without delay or additional layers of approval. In many systems, that requires authorization from command staff before those resources are dispatched. During emergencies, every second counts. Carpentersville is one of the larger agencies in this region, and because of that, the current Quadcom structure works to its advantage. The surrounding departments are able to support one another quickly and efficiently, increasing the likelihood of prompt emergency response throughout our communities. Carpentersville appears to be the only agency considering leaving Quadcom, creating uncertainty both operationally and personally for the center that has built this system together over many years. As founding members, those agencies maintain voting rights. And if Carpentersville leaves Quadcom, that founding status and the influence that comes with it may be lost. So before this board makes a decision that could permanently alter public safety communications for this community, I ask you to consider what is truly at stake. This is not just business. This is not just about budgets. This is about responder and community safety. This is about preserving a proven system that has protected this community for generations. And it is about preserving a team that has already proven under pressure and during the worst moments imaginable that they can answer the call. The voices you hear on those radios are not anonymous operators. They are professionals and they are my partners. They are the first voice heard when they need assistance and the last voice heard when help comes too late. When someone calls 911 on their worst day, they do not care about politics or jurisdictional boundaries. They care that somebody knows the community. They care that somebody knows what to do. And they care that help arrives without hesitation. Quadcom has done that for more than 50 years, and we will continue and are ready to continue that for another 50 years. And with that, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll read just,
C3 will be pulled if you present the consent. C3 on the consent agenda.
okay. All right, next item on the agenda, consent agenda. All items listed on the consent agenda will be acted by one motion. There'll be no separate discussion on those items unless the trustee so requests. In that event, the item will be removed from the general order of business and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda.
President Skillman, can I remove letter C, D, and E to new business, please?
Yes, we'll move that to new business. Thank you. Letter C, D, and E. C, D, and E.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm looking for a motion on the other items then.
A motion to approve the consent agenda items A through K minus C, D, and E.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Maniscalco. Roll call, please.
Trustee Garcia,
Yes.
trustee Gupta,
Yes.
trustee Malone,
Yes.
trustee Maniscalco,
Yes.
trustee Abbott,
Yes.
trustee Frost.
Yes.
President Skillman.
Yes, motion carries. Thank you. Okay, we have no old business tonight. New business then, let's go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you, President Skillman. Director Dabrowski was just gonna give us again, just with a couple visual displays, the church project, and I would also be remiss without mentioning that we actually have two members from the Fox Valley Church congregation and leadership team with us tonight. So thank them for coming out. And
Is the pastor here?
I
I haven't met him yet. Oh,
Senior Pastor Tom Atchison is not here
oh,
tonight.
okay.
but,
We talked on the phone a lot, but I've never met him, so you're not yet. I was gone for the ribbon cutting, or groundbreaking, I'm sorry.
At the conclusion of Director Dabrowski's presentation, the board could consider, as all four items at this point are now under new business, a combined motion to approve all four items relative to the Fox Valley Church. Thank you, Director Dabrowski.
Thank you, Manager Stewart. So just to expand upon my earlier presentation, the requested approvals that are being sought this evening, in addition to the annexation agreement, are an ordinance for the annexation of the property, a preliminary PUD with exceptions, and a preliminary plat of subdivision, as well as a final PUD and a final plat of subdivision. To give you a little bit of background about the subject site, the property is triangular in shape. It's located currently in unincorporated Kane County. It's a little bit over 14 acres in size, and it consists of two land parcels. The eastern land parcel is currently undeveloped, whereas the western parcel is developed with an existing 27,800 square foot facility that functions as the existing church building. And they have an existing parking lot that has a total of 155 parking stalls, which are accessible via one driveway off of Huntley Road up at the northwest corner of the property. There is also an existing retention basin that currently services the stormwater needs for the existing site. Under the proposed request, the petitioner is looking for a village board of a preliminary and a final plan unit development. This would allow them to establish a master campus plan for the site. Under that plan, the property would be developed under two development phases. The proposal would also include up to 6 exceptions to Title 16, which is your zoning. In addition to the PUD, they are also seeking a preliminary and final plat of subdivision. This would allow the church to consolidate the two parcels into one lot. Under phase 1, the church is proposing a 13,490 square foot expansion. If you see up on the map there, down at the southwest corner of the site is the existing building. Then you have a smaller, irregular shaped building. That's going to be the phase 1 intermediate construction area. And as part of that proposal, the church would build a brand new sanctuary. They would increase the size of their sanctuary up to a little bit under 700 seats. They would remodel the interior of the existing building to add more classrooms, gathering spaces. It's important to note that these classrooms are not for any academic schooling, but more for religious related activities. In addition, they would have a parking lot expansion. You can kind of see on that exhibit up there, the parking lot that's kind of in white. That's the existing lot. The dark gray would be constructed as part of this initial phase. That includes about 117 parking stalls, which would increase their total supply to 353 stalls. In addition, they would expand the retention pond. You can kind of see the outer perimeter embankments being expanded to the south. That volume is being designed in order to accommodate the stormwater runoff for the various phases, as well as for the access road. With respect to the exceptions, many of the exceptions that the church is seeking relate to the existing building. Since it was built under county standards, we're trying to rectify those non-conforming elements through exceptions. So they are seeking such exceptions as a reduction to the rear yard setback from 20 to 9 feet, increase to the height of the existing building only from 30 to 45 feet, an allowance for 2 freestanding signs given the length of that frontage. And then 2 variations from our design guidelines relative to allowing them to use building materials that are very similar to what they currently have on the existing building. So that looks more like a unified structure. As far as phase two is concerned, that will require a future PUD amendment at a time when they know what the ultimate size is going to be. And at that time, it would be presented to you, so you have another opportunity to review, make sure that it meets the intent of spirit and intent of all of our code requirements. Right now, they've indicated to us that expansion could be in the neighborhood of about 28,000 square feet. And it would involve another parking lot expansion, with the bulk of that parking on the east side of that future access road that you can see up on the exhibit. With respect to the public access road and easement, this is an exhibit here that kind of gives you an idea as to its location and size. It's located towards the southeast corner of the property. It's approximately 47 feet wide, which encompasses roughly about a quarter acre. And there would be two temporary construction easements on both sides. These easements seem quite large or quite wide. That's just to ensure that we have sufficient room, so when we actually have to go in there as part of the construction, we have sufficient space. So, and then this is what the ultimate appearance of the road would look like, its orientation. Ultimately, it would be in alignment with the eastern drive aisle of the Menard Shopping Center to the south.
Excellent. Thank you. Any questions?
I have one.
Discussion?
I have one, Matt.
Yeah.
Is it right turn only going out on Huntley Road?
It would be restricted to right in, right out.
Makes sense.
Okay,
Pretty
Don.
busy road there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director Dabrowski. And again, if the board was amenable to it,
Yeah.
somebody could make a motion to combine.
A, C, D, and E, the 4 items under new business.
Yes,
I'll make a motion to combine C, D, and E out of the consent agenda.
NA.
A, C,
Oh, I'm sorry, and A.
C, D, and E, and A.
Oh, I didn't see the, okay, C, D,
Abbott.
and A. C, D, E, and A.
Second.
so just for clarification, it's a motion to approve item A under new business, as well as item C, D, and E under the consent agenda, to combine and approve those 4 items in one motion. Trustee Abbott?
Pardon me?
Yes.
Yes.
Looking for a second. Second, Sam. Okay. Motion made by trustee Abbott and seconded by trustee Gupta. Roll call, please.
Trustee Gupta?
Yes.
Trustee Malone?
Yes.
Trustee Maniscalco?
Yes.
Trustee Abbott?
Yes.
Trustee Frost?
Yes.
Sia?
Yes.
President Skillman?
Yes. Motion carries. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, guys.
We got to vote on that.
What's that?
That was just to combine it, wasn't it?
No,
Uh,
for both.
That was to combine
It's
and.
combine them and approve all 3 of them.
Yeah, letter. Okay, we're moving on to letter B under new business.
Director Dabrowski's
Yeah.
back on.
Thank you, board.
Stage.
Thank you guys for
Thank you,
coming.
guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to Carpentersville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
With respect to the Iron Flats, as you may recall, back in July of 2025, the board approved ordinance 25-22, which granted a 24-month extension to their PUD. This would have allowed them to complete the construction of the project. While I'm happy to report that Horizon has closed on the property last Friday, they do need a little bit more time to complete the construction of the building. So they are seeking an extension from 24 months, 32 months, which would take it out to March of next year.
March of.
It'd be March of 28, correct?
Sorry, of 28. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Awesome. Okay. Thank you. Any questions, discussion? Looking for a motion?
Motion to approve item B under new business.
I'll second.
A motion by trustee Garcia, second by trustee Frost. Roll call, please.
Trustee Frost?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Gupta?
Yes.
Trustee Malone?
No.
Trustee Maniscalco?
Yes.
Trustee Abbott?
Yes.
President Skillman?
Yes, motion carries. Thank you. All right, reports of the manager and staff is next.
All right. Thank you, President Skillman, Board of Trustees. I know there's been a lot of information, so I'll try to keep this moving. Tomorrow, President Skillman, and I'll be joining him, will be attending on behalf of the Metro West Council of Governments, a meeting with other area municipal and council of government officials to discuss possible acceptable legislation from the municipal perspective pertaining to some of the recent affordable housing legislation, none of which
Passed.
correct. So nothing actually came out of the most recent legislative session, but we believe it's going to come up again, and we want to maybe find a path forward working with, state officials and something that doesn't gut the municipality of its zoning control, which was the original proposal. Tuesday, the 23rd, I know several have already registered for the annual mayor's breakfast hosted by the chamber, which will be at the Bricks. And I know I got another RSVP this evening. If anybody has not registered yet and is interested, please let me know. I believe Trustee Maniscalco will address the upcoming June 27th events. And I believe Trustee Garcia is going to talk about something on Sunday, July 5th. I'm sorry, Sunday, July 4th, the Happy Birthday America car show. Thank you. Iron Flats is still scheduled to mobilize in July, according to their most recent information. We're welcoming, obviously, the Fox Valley Church. Trustee Malone and I were able to attend the groundbreaking ceremony on Sunday. They were very, very appreciative of the village. They were very thankful. And I wish they were still here because they really, really emphasized how they wanted to be part of our community, which just really.
A water tower in their backyard, so they kind of look at it every day.
And a water tower, Director Gray tells me we're cleaning later this year, so it'll be very nice and shiny.
Excellent.
We received over 200 name suggestions for the Riverfront Park naming contest, most of which were appropriate. But those names are currently under review by a staff committee. We're going to ultimately give the board the full list of the names, the ones that we are recommending kind of more on a short list for consideration by the board for final adoption. The Robin Road retaining wall has been fully constructed. There's a little bit of earthwork still to do, but it is being finished. So we're actually hoping to schedule the time with President Skillman to go out there and just let the residents be able to see in a little video clip what it is and the importance of that to the area. We did meet with the developer who has showed a continuing interest in a commercial development at and around the location of the former Armanetti's on Huntley and Route 31. So hoping that continues to develop. The Newport Cove Pond dredging project is out for bid this week. Was it already done, Kevin? Yeah, okay. So it's going out tomorrow. So we will report back the findings of that. Want to mention recognized finance again. We just got we saw the notification this week of our award for the popular annual financial report, which together with the annual comprehensive financial report and the award for excellence in financial reporting means that we won the vaulted triple crown from the Government Finance Officers Association. Now, there is a paper crown somewhere, but I guess Ben was too dignified to wear it for us tonight. But sincere thanks to the village board, the finance team, of course, the Audit and Finance Committee, and staff for this accomplishment. It truly takes a village. Speaking of audit and finance, next Monday, which would be June 22nd, is our next scheduled Audit and Finance Committee meeting. at Public Works Training Room. We are also, I'm going to just ask the board, since we're in public meeting on this, there is one item pertaining to our Axon, which is a lot of our integrated body cam and other technology our police department uses. We have an opportunity to basically consolidate a lot of our current contracts with Axon and get kind of this incentive with a free AI program. But they just informed us the end of last week that we need to act before July 1st if we were to take advantage of that. I was going to ask the board if, since most of the board is on the Audit and Finance Committee committee anyway, if we could possibly do like, this would be like a 5-10 minute special meeting at the beginning of the Audit and Finance Committee meeting of the village board, and then go right into Audit and Finance, if that would work for everyone.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
PM, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So we'll slot it for 6 p.m. just for consistency, and then we'll just go right into Audit and Finance after the 6 o'clock special village board meeting is done. And I'm sorry to throw 2 special meetings at you in the month. It's pretty rare we have to have any, but obviously when we're dealing with the time sensitivity, that's why we would do it. Want to acknowledge our public works crew. They were really on top of damage from last week's storms, and some water main issues the past couple of weeks. And above all, I want to extend thanks to our police officers and paramedics for the response to the awful event that happened the early morning hours on June 6th. As awful as that situation was, want to make clear that our timely and textbook response to that situation saved 2 lives. One of our 3 officers who arrived during the situation was actively on scene in less than 50 seconds of the initial dispatch call. That doesn't happen without us staffing our police department. That doesn't happen without our officers being in the right place during their patrol shift. And that doesn't happen without our officers being trained to the highest standards. We sometimes throw around this word, hero, right, to describe people in public safety. That's fitting because at any moment, the ordinary day turns into a life-saving moment. But I'm going to call our officers involved in that early morning heroes with a capital H. Some of us have nice titles, fancy degrees, letters, etc., but it's really humbling to reflect on what these individuals were called to do and did at the highest level of excellence, and what all of our officers and firefighters have to be prepared and ready to do at any given moment. So I want to thank them, the officers in particular that were first on scene. Thank you. And thank you, President Skillman and Board of Trustees. That is my report.
Thank you. Okay, trustee and committee reports. Trustee Maniscalco.
Okay, so the Independence Day Parade is coming up June 27th. We have a different route this year. So we'll basically be starting near Carpentersville Middle School, coming out and going around the perimeter of Carpenter Park. So we'll be going through the north, the south, and the west of Carpenter Park. The parade will end at Carpenter Park, and Duke's Blues Fest will be going on. So after the parade, you could come out and attend that. Duke's Blues Fest is from Friday through Sunday, the 26th through the 28th. There will be fireworks in the evening at Meadowdale Park with the village and in partnership with Dundee Township Park District. Also, I wanted to thank Senator Castro and Representative Ness for all their work helping our village move forward. They've always been great partners. And that's all I have.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. Trustee Gupta? Nothing?
Nothing from me.
Trustee Frost?
Carpenter Boulevard coming along nice. That's gonna be great. And that's getting curbs on both sides, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be it. I mean, it's for as long as we've lived in this village, it's been the bumpy road. That's what we always called it. So glad to see that, and M&M moving right along. That's fabulous. And I had a gentleman at a luncheon tell me thank you. He's been here for 30 years. He was here during the past few other administrations that were there's some issues. He said, thank you for what you guys do, for what the board does, for what the village is doing. It's gone 360 in just the last, 10, 15 years. So I was really happy to have somebody say thank you, instead of get over here and fix this fire hydrant or whatever, so that was great. Kudos to Matt and the staff. Great job. Yeah, yeah. And I just wanted to read this. We got a compliment from a couple from Dixon. Rosemary sent it to the village board. A man in his 80s came in the morning and asked me to relay a message to you all. Saturday, he was going back to Dixon where him and his wife live. His wife wanted to stop at McDonald's for a soda. Then his left foot fell asleep, or right foot fell asleep, and he hit a tree. People had all around came out, checked on him, helped him. He was just very, very thankful. He came in the office and told her thank you. So she wanted to convey that to all the village. She sent it out to the village board and just wanted to convey it. It's not all these that you hear good things, and that means a lot. And thanks to Senator Castro and Representative Ness for everything. I mean, it's huge. Those are our friends. They're in big seats. They have big shoulders, and they care about Carpentersville. So that's my report.
Thank you. Trustee Abbott?
Sure. I'd like to also say thank you to all our staff, for everything you guys have done. I believe we're a pinnacle not only of the county, but coming up on the state, and it's really big for Carpentersville. Thank you. Thank you to our police and fire department for all they have done. And of course, Senator Castro and Representative Ness, thanks so much. And I'm looking forward to the Founders Day Parade. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Malone?
I'd just like to welcome Fox Valley Church into Carpentersville. I know they're excited, and I expressed our gratitude and excitement also. That's all I got.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes, hi. The 4th of July car show, Happy Birthday America car show is full blast going in. We have a lot of pre-registrations. We just hope the weather cooperates with us. Once again, I will have the 3 special awards. The best of show award by President Skillman, the most unsafe vehicle award by Chief Anashevitz, and the vehicle with the most possible traffic violations. Todd, that is new. I'm sorry, Kevin, that is new for you. I will fill you up on that one. And how we get time to people to leave before you send the guys after him. I also want to say thank you for the job you did. You guys, Chief Anashevitz, thank you guys. Please let you guys know I appreciate them a lot. Thank you. And that concludes my report.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely, it was, a late call that night for all of us. We appreciate the communication from police and fire. You guys do a great job, of course. The officers did a wonderful job by the book, like Manager Stewart said. I mean, just, so proud of them. So we expect to have them up for some awards here in the state of Illinois and the county. Hopefully that all happens. I'm sure we'd have support from our state reps and everybody else too, to bring them down, maybe to Springfield, whatever they do, your stuff. But they did a great job, and hopefully everybody's doing okay now. And I, knew eventually something was gonna happen. It was just time, and it wasn't nothing to do with anybody else. It was more of we think, domestic, as the newspaper reported, right? But yeah, so they saved a couple lives. We all believe that. We all know that. So it was a great work, great job. And none of our guys really got hurt. One guy cut up a little his arm or something, but nothing serious, right? So it's part of the job. My dad was a police officer. He talked about it after his whole life, after he retired, and I'm sure he told Jeff when he was a little boy, because he was Jeff Santa Claus, and how he had to pull his gun a couple times in, 30 years career, you know what I mean? And, one time he needed it, it jammed. And luckily he had his leather coat on. He got knifed by the guy, but it went into his leather coat, so it didn't get into him. In the old days, they wore leather. That's just, the green leather coats, if you remember the pictures and stuff. So, but times have changed. Everything's on camera now. The owners called me, Kevin Rizzola and his sister, and they said they wanted to say thank you guys. They want to do something for police and fire, and I said, well, we'll talk about that with the village manager and you guys. Of course, they want to do something. They want to thank you guys publicly because it was such a wonderful job. And remember they saw the video before our police did. So they knew, they were there. The other two owners, the mom and dad, were there. So there was a lot going on there, and pretty serious stuff. So, but thank you again, you guys. Fox Valley Church, yes, welcome. Thank you guys for going, Brad and Jim. It's important that we show. I have a few friends that go to that church. I guess they're just they don't have enough room for everybody there. It
was packed. Even
it's unbelievable what they
groundbreaking.
do.
There was a couple hundred people there.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
fabulous.
They do a lot of good things there, and they're always outside doing little stuff with the kids and stuff. And so it's pretty nice what setup they have, and now it's going to be better. So I'm looking forward to that. Otherwise, we need to go into closed session. So let's move on to that.
President Skillman, one more thing.
Yes.
We attended the groundbreaking for District 300 at Dundee Crown. It was fabulous.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We want to talk about excited. Those folks are really jacked about it.
A
And
$57 million addition.
was that what it was? Yeah.
it was
I mean,
more.
it was really,
82.
I was really happy to be there, and I'm sorry I missed the Fox Valley Church one. I was en route, but timing wasn't there. Want to say thanks to Jen for taking pictures, just for being our photographer. You don't get the kudos as you always should.
Just to Photoshop a lot, she said.
That's all right.
With you guys.
Sorry.
John, my God.
Sorry, I'm Irish.
I'm kidding.
So, yeah, but just to hear them, their enthusiasm in their voice at the groundbreaking was fabulous. I mean,
Right.
it was
yeah,
good.
no, that was
really cool.
Huge project.
cool.
And the
Yeah.
superintendent she was a principal here in Carpentersville. So she really
Yeah.
loves Carpentersville. So it's kind of at Meadowdale. I think she was a principal, and I'm not sure what other school, but maybe CMS, I think, assistant principal. But so she really has her heart on Carpentersville. So it's nice. She's very proud of it. Okay. Thank you. Closed session. Motion to enter closed session and review past closed session meeting minutes pursuant to 5 ILCS 120-2C21.
I will motion to move to closed session.
I'll second.
Need a second. Thank you.
It's all of us.
A motion by trustee
Good one.
Garcia, second by trustee Malone. Roll call, please.
Trustee Gupta,
Yes.
trustee Malone,
Yes.
trustee Maniscalco,
Yes.
trustee Abbott,
Yes.
trustee Frost,
Yes.
trustee Garcia,
Yes.
President Skillman.
Yes, thank you. Motion carries. We're closed session.